Well, it's a new day here in overcast and chilly Palm Coast, Florida. Uh, Yesterday was a shit show, man. I'm not gonna lie. Still a little pissed about it. I probably sound like a broken record, but I was really disappointed. Um, it's yesterday at the store. Her and the other guy that were there were like almost giving me an attitude at first when I was really because when I walked in, I was like, I'm gonna be calm about it, but I walked up and I just kind of got instantly kind of frustrated. It's like, at the time, I didn't realize. I mean, on the ATF website, it's very clear on what the requirements are on the photographs that you submit. And it reads like, the exact opposite of what was submitted. It has to be a passport style photograph, chest high, blocked out, shoulder width, clear view of the face, but with a light colored background. Very similar to what a passport photo should be. And at the time, I had no idea. You walk into a multi-million-dollar gun store. You assume they know exactly how to do things right when it comes to that stuff. You know, I didn't know any better. My photos, in hindsight, I mean, now I look at them. You know, they're far away. They're kind of at an upward angle, very grainy. You can see people walking by in the shots in the store, and hat racks and ceilings, and they even said they were getting a little pissed at me for being frustrated. Well, we've had tons submitted kind of like that, and they've gone through. Well, maybe you got lucky with a few where you had controllers that took pity on the people and said, "Let's just give it to them." But it doesn't adhere to the guidelines that are stated on the ATF website on how to submit photos. That doesn't make it right. And I basically wasted 8 months slowly anticipating my first can, and through no fault of my own, got shot down. You know, and that sucks. That fucking sucks, man. When we go shooting, Scott, he's very generous and cool and shit. He always says, "Hey, you want to rock one of my cans? You want to rock the K, the S, the RC2?" And I'm very grateful for that. That's awesome. But I wanted mine. And I was looking forward to finally getting like a battle rifle set up. I'm gonna get the PVS going. We're gonna have, I wanted to have my can on there, and finally have one good, really decent rig. Jake Miniker, the poor, who started with an Anderson, is rocking a Radiant, all kitted up with some fucking NVs and a can. Full circle shit, man. So yeah, I'm really disappointed. You know, I'm grateful to Scott, but it's kind of like, here, buddy, you want to borrow my nice Corvette or whatever? Like, yeah, that's really nice of you, but because your order that you submitted 8 9 months ago got fucked up, and now you got to start the wait all over again. That's how it feels. I'm just really disappointed and pissed off about it. I'll shake it off, but it's a bummer, dude. Well, late last night I pulled the trigger on a Dbal D2 from Goonin Gear. All in, I think retail on these are like MSRP is like 1,800 or so. You got it for 1,300 all in, no tax, with shipping, with a free Nicorium multicam wrap. I researched these for the last couple of weeks to see what's within the budget. A mall wasn't in the budget; it's just not. I was trying to figure out some way, but yeah, there's no way. Not this time around, anyway. Maybe if some more money falls into my lap in the future, or I don't think it's justifies fucking selling one of my whole gats just to buy a mall over a D2. You know what I mean? At least not right now. But this it's a bit chunky. I'm still not sure. But it comes with a cheesy kind of tape switch. I'm thinking maybe grabbing a one of those Unity offsets with the mod button, maybe. I'm gonna talk to Scott and look at what some options are. Watch some more videos on what the best way to do that. The only thing, like Larry said, that I'm not crazy about, it doesn't have the fire button on the top, but it's so chunky. The left side fire button is right on the front of it, which might work. The switch it comes with, I don't know, it looks a little cheesy, to be honest. I'm surprised by that, but A mod button might do the trick. What I don't know is, do you have to run a dual switch? Because you're gonna want to be able to actuate the illuminator and the IR laser separately, right? Or no? I don't know. I have to figure that part out. So anyway, at least it was a shit show yesterday on all the can drama, but at least I ended the evening on a higher note. So I got a big piece to the puzzle on the way from big ups to Gooning Gear. Great dudes, good deals. They have some good stuff. They had a nice PVS on their site at like 3,500, but I know Steel's gonna have probably some killer deals on pretty good spec'd out PVS 14s. I'm hoping under the 3K mark so I can afford the rest of the little parts. It's got to try to squeeze it all in there. The 5K is the goal budget, so you have to get some good deals to make that work, because it's not a cheap endeavor. So we move forward. That's cool. You know, I don't want to make anyone feel bad. The people at the store, I mean, she felt bad. You could tell. Especially once I calmed down, and I apologized. Like, I'm sorry. I don't mean to come off like an angry asshole. I'm just really disappointed. And then she wanted to take my photo again, but they had no protocol for it. She's like, well, I guess we can pull something out of the back room, looking around, and I was like, okay, well, I can stand in front of those wood panels. We can move some of those guns. I'm like, why don't they have something set up? One of those screens you pull down. They sell tons of cans and NFA items, I assumed. Why should I have to say, all right, let's, basically, eventually she sent the guy into the back, and he pulled out these big banners and makeshift poles, and I'm like, why is this a thing that is an afterthought? Why don't you buy one of those photography pull-down screens? Like the ones they had when I went to get my concealed, or the ones they use when you go get a driver's license. They have a white one and a blue one on, a pull down. You stand in front of that, and that's your background. Take the photo dead on. There you go. I was scratching my head at that. I was like, why is this an afterthought? Why do I have to ask them to get something that's a decent background for the photo? This big fancy multi-million-dollar gun store that sells the Gucci shit and all this stuff. Still scratching my head on that one. Anyway, whatever. So, forward motion. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Nice and cool, enjoying the weather, and looking forward to better days. All right, take care.